So believe it or not, that shot was cut out of the dub.
It's surprising.
Like, so when I just saw that happen, it was very surprising.
Like I said, this isn't the only shot where he like goes for his crotch.
So I'm just like looking at it, it just looks so bad. It's like Stigmon's just holding him down. Like, I wonder if, like, they realize just how bad that looked.
Well, the translation team did.
Oh boy.
If that was cut out of the dub.
Yeah. So yeah, like, I feel like I'm not gonna have much to really talk about these episodes.
Yeah, it's a two-parter, but it didn't really need to be.
Yeah. It was like, so we have two episodes that are basically sort of like, oh yeah, they like go around of like a fun little adventure and there's like a reveal at the end. And the episode after it's like partially like a clip episode with a lot of filler in it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, episode 30 is like, it's a bit of a clip episode, isn't it? Like, for like, most of it. Because they spend like a lot of time just sort of like, reminiscing on things and just sort of like, like just sort of filling time basically.
I mean, our Kinemon does, but it leads up to what happens.
Yeah. Oh, it leads up to it, but like still takes a while to get there.
I just wouldn't say it's like a clip show episode, because that's not really...
Yeah, as it's not like completely fair, but it's like, like,
well,
yeah.
In a clip show episode, it's just showing stuff in the past like as a recap, like, and that's really the only reason. But in the episode we see that leads up to the big reveal, like the flashbacks are like leading to something. Like there's a reason for them, and not just as a flashback.
Wait a minute, say something real quick.
Test.
Okay, sorry, like, I was getting like a weird like noise on mine as far as like audio goes, and I wasn't sure what was. And that was weird, cause alright, never mind, it's fine.
So yeah, 28 is the Giga House, right?
Yeah. So episode 28. I didn't really take notes because I sort of watched through it. It was like, well, like, this is just whatever. Like, there's not a lot of, like, specific events here, honestly.
I never really take notes myself, so...
Yeah. Yeah, they're sort of, like, hanging out. They're, like, destroying Dark Towers and stuff. And, like, Ken just sort of goes up to Wormmon. And he's like, oh, hey, like, maybe you should, like, do that Jogras evolution stuff because it, like, shortens your lifespan, maybe. Because, like, you're turning into an ultimate, so that has to take a lot of energy, right? And it's like, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's probably a fair point.
Well, not that. Like, I mean, Ken's probably wrong, but to be fair, we know that Ken is dumb when it comes to Digimon evolution.
Yeah. Well, is he though? Because he did manage to BS the system to get Melgreymon.
Yeah, after several tries.
Oh yeah.
And even then, it wasn't the Metal Greymon he wanted.
Yeah, like, anime logic, it's like, this thing shortens your lifespan or whatever. Like, I'd believe it. I'd believe that there might be some risks involved. But yeah, even he says it's like, it's just like speculation. It might be a risk, so maybe they should try and avoid it if possible. But it's like, when a situation comes, he'll still do it. But yeah, it's just this sort of, like, idea of, like, oh, hey, why wouldn't you just go, like, Hildramon every single fight? And it's like, okay, yeah, that's fair enough, I think. It's like, we don't know what this might do, so, like, might want to play it safe until we know for sure. Yeah, so it's like, it's also kind of like serves as weird, like, the Mac point, because it's like, like, Kin's, like, literally, like, holding himself back from, like, joining the group, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's actively, like, making decisions to be like, alright, I don't want to risk Wormmon on this, so I'm going to, like, not, fight with the party, basically. In, like, this specific, like, way.
Yeah. Also, while the kids are knocking down dark towers, we see, there's a TV nearby.
Yeah! Just this random plot convenient TV.
Yeah, there's a TV that starts recording what they're saying for some reason.
So I kind of like how the dub handled this better. Because it's about the same either way. But in the dub, it's like they call Arcanemon, like, a witch subtly, and they're just like, yeah, we'll, like, take care of these towers before that witch uses them for anything evil. And she just keeps rewinding to the part where they call her a witch, and she's like,
Yeah, that makes more sense than them. Like, in the sub, they're just kind of, like, cockily, like, oh yeah, we can take down these dark towers and we'll stop her no problem or whatever.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, we'll catch her, and she's like, oh, you think you can catch me, do you?
Yeah,
Man.
so she mails all the kids, issuing a challenge.
Yeah, just makes the most, like, obvious trap ever, and they just fall for it.
No, they don't. They walk into it willingly.
Yeah, they fall for it. Like,
to fall for it would imply that they didn't know any better. They walked into the trap knowing it was a trap.
Yeah, they're way overconfident either way.
Also, there's so many moments in this episode where it's like, why aren't you just fighting?
Well, it's like, because they don't know if the Digimon are, like, being controlled or not.
Okay, but they're trying to kill them.
Yeah, but it's like, if they're, like, just normal Digimon, like, defending their homes, then, we can't just be blasting them away. Gotta, like, be careful about it.
They could probably safely assume they're working for our Kinemon in some way because they're in the location they called her.
But they're not. They're being controlled.
They don't know that.
Well, they're assuming, like, oh, hey, like, maybe there's, like, because they go in these guys' territory, right? Like, Arcanemon sends out the message, she's like, oh, hey, come to this giant house, and they just went there willingly, and, like, saw a bunch of bug Digimon attacking them. And it's like, we don't know what's up.
Except that they're pretty obviously linked to our Kinemon.
Are they? Or did she, like, just speculatively, like, did Arcanemon just be like, hey, come to this, like, insect nest, and they go into the nest, and the Digimon are like, get out of our home?
None of the Digimon ever say a thing to them.
Yeah, but you don't know if, like, they're gonna announce that or not. They might just, like, be like, oh, intruders, and they just start attacking.
If I was one of the kids and the villain invited me into a house and all of a sudden I started getting attacked by Digimon, I would assume they're working for the villain.
Like, and you'd probably end up killing a lot of innocent Roachmon.
Okay, well, they'll get reborn.
It's like, it's a hard reboot that doesn't have to happen. just go around, it's like, I'll reset all your computers if you mess with me, scum. What a hero.
Yeah, you're right. I should potentially die because because these guys might not be working with the villain, even though it's heavily implied that they are.
But they're not.
Kids still know that. As far as they know, they are working
Well,
with
you
it.
don't know it. Or do you?
That's what I'm saying. As like, if I was one of the chosen children, I'd be like, well, we showed up here and now we're being attacked, so I got to defend myself.
Yeah, like I'd like I don't know if I'd be trying to negotiate, but I'd be trying to leave if nothing else, because it's obviously not a good idea to be around here. Like, best case scenario, those are a lot of pissed off champions. Like, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, but they're also comically small for some reason.
Are they? Like, because they're in a
Yeah,
giant house.
yeah, even proportional to the kids' Digimon, they're
Yeah.
tiny.
Yeah, I guess those are, like, pretty small Roachmon, aren't they?
Yeah, Vmon tramples a couple running away.
Jeez. Yeah, this is a weird episode. But yeah, they just show up at, like, the giant house, and they're just like, okay, yeah, let's, like, have an adventure exploring out this giant house with, like, giant books and stuff. As we're just being chased by insects, and they're just like, like, they're running around, like, X-Vmon's, like, blasting Roachmon with, like, an effing, like, shower head.
Yeah, that was silly. He has a giant shower head and he's just blasting them down the drain.
Yeah. Like, Aquilamon's just having, like, an aerial dogfight with the effing, like, Flymon just attacking, It's like, Kin falls into the bathtub and nearly dies, and, like, Submeramon has to, like, drill through the side to get him out.
Yeah. Also, apparently, Submeramon could fly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which makes me like him a whole lot more.
Like, he just flies them into, like, the air vent and they, like, drill through. Yeah, it's like just giant bugs effing everywhere, and everyone just gets, like, split up super hard because, whatever.
The first group goes in to do recon, and then they try to leave, and then the second group comes in to find the first group, and they just keep missing each other.
Yeah, so why'd they split up again?
The first party split up to go in for recon while the others stood guard outside.
Why didn't we just go together?
Dunno.
I know. Because, like, the entire, like, last few episodes... Hey, what's going on, Mustache Majora? Alright, yeah. Yeah, we got a host, man.
Cool.
Man, it's like... Because they're outside and they're just like, okay, this is a giant house. And it's like, I'm just thinking back to, like, the last... like, couple episodes or whatever? Where it's like, oh no, we can't go into the effing Digimon Emperor's base alone. We have to go together. And they, like, go in together. It was super, like, the right idea to do that. So it's like, why would you, like, go together this time since you just learned it was such a good idea?
Especially after Ken was like, I'm gonna go in by myself. And Dave's had a moment of like, don't do that, that's stupid.
Yeah, like, can you imagine if you had to, like, fight a bunch of insect Digimon on your own with, like, one champion? Can you imagine how nuts that would be? If you had to do a 2-on-1 fight, man? Can you imagine, like, how much it would suck if, like, Stigmon got, like, pinned down and Digimon was drilling his nuts? Yeah, so they're exploring around this giant house and they get split up. And, like, Cody is this moment where he's like, okay, Ken, you get one. That was your one.
He's like, I'm paying you back for helping me before or something.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, now we're even. You got your one. It's like, Ken's like, okay, well, yeah, thanks, I guess. They just sort of like go further in. And they find Arcanemon, so it's like Ken, Davis, and like Cody, basically. And there's like, okay, yo, we can take her, let's do this. And it's like, Davis is like, okay, yo, like, hey, Ken, let's fuse. And Ken's like, okay, let's do this. And then ready to do it. And Arcanemon just starts playing her like effing flute. And it just like, it turns Stingmon against them. And it's like, oh crap, like, hey, like, Armadillomon, can you, like, digivolve into Digimon? And he digivolves to Digimon. He's like, oh no, now I'm under control too. And it's like, oh yeah, Arcanemon's flute controls insects. And it's like, okay, yeah, makes sense.
Cody picks up on it real fast. He's, well, as soon as Digimon gets mind controlled, he's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, he's like, oh, that's what's happening. So it's like XVmon has to like fight both the Digimon and Stigmon at the same time, which is where we get this wonderful shot of like just effing Stigmon getting him in the full Nelson as Digimon just drills his like friggin' crotch with the strength to pierce the heavens. Like he's going in.
Yeah,
it's like
pretty brutal.
Yeah. I don't really consider this, but it's like if you look at it, it's like XVmon's junk is freaking sparking. Like, those skills must be friggin' tough.
Yeah. Fortunately, he doesn't actually have junk.
Fortunately.
For him in this situation, yes.
Yeah. Well, he has a Digimon. Wait a minute, where do Digi-Eggs... Well, I guess Digi-Eggs just sort of appear out of thin air, don't they?
Created from data.
Yeah, they just appear from nothing. Yeah, alright. Because I was like, oh yeah, Digimon don't have gender. It's like, wait, where did the eggs come from? It's like, oh right, we saw that. Yeah, the egg just like appears and like a cradle just appears under it. And it's like, okay, that's how that works.
Yep, they just materialize.
Yeah. So it's like, like Darius and Kara like freaking out and they have like, I forget how, but they have like falling down and they have, like caught in a giant spider web.
Digimon uses big crack.
Right, yeah, he uses big crack. It's like, oh yeah, you're just caught in the giant spider web now. It's like, oh yeah, Dokugamon's just showing up because he's the giant spider.
And then we get a really stupid scene of the kids stuck in the web as Dokugamon very, very slowly approaches.
It's like he approaches so slow. Like he approaches in the time it takes to send like 3 text messages and get replies.
Yeah, Cody's like yelling at Digimon, and Ken and Davis are like, "Hey, dude, we need you to start sending out mail. You're the only one who has their hands free."
So I'll point out something. It's like, I don't know how the copyright specifically works on this, but I do know that it's like the flute music in the dub is not the same as the one in the sub. Because they just have, like, a short clip, and it's, like, just a brief segment of, like, a different, like, generic flute theme, and they replay it over and over again. Even though in the sub, a full flute scene totally exists. So, yeah, that's friggin' weird.
Yeah, so, one of the annoying things one of the more annoying things from this episode is TK and Kari are stuck behind a bunch of books and a bunch of Snymon are attacking them.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh no, we can't get out, we can't help or whatever. And then they come up with a plan and send them the plan. It's like, hey, there's a computer here. All right, we got to get to the computer. And
And they just get out.
They push all the books off the shelves and they crush the Snymon and they defeat them.
It just works. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I'm fine with it working. It's just that they waited.
Yeah, why didn't you do that earlier?
Yeah, it's like, why didn't you just take them down? You had the ability to do so immediately.
It was so easy. It was so easy to take them down. Yeah, I thought that's like, I forget if it was like this episode or like the next one. It's like 20 and 29 just sort of like blur together because they're both in the Giga's house.
Yeah, and it's really slow and awkward and weird.
Yeah.
Most of it is them running away from Snymon and Flymon.
Yeah. Like, I distinctly remember watching one or both of these episodes when I was a kid. And, like, I have this very distinct memory of, like, Yoli, like, grabbing onto a string and, like, hopping from key to, like, make the computer work.
Mm-hmm.
And she never hops from key to key.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that never happens.
But I remember it. I remember her, like, swing around on the giant keyboard.
There is a part where she swings from a cord to, like, point Kari in the right direction, but, like...
I think what happened is just straight up, I was like, I was watching as a kid, right? And I was just sitting there, it's like, oh yeah, she's just gonna, like, hop from key to key, right? And it didn't happen. But in my mind it did, because I was completely expecting it.
Yeah, I guess because tiny person using a keyboard, well, of course that's how they do it.
Yeah, and like just over the like years and just whatever, that idea just became real in my mind. And that's how you get the Mandela effect. We're living in the alternate Yoli keyboard hopping universe with the Berenstain Bears, damn it. I'm kidding, of course.
So the entire reason that they're using the computer at all is Ken and Cody work out that if they can basically play the frequency of the flute in reverse, they can like counteract it.
First, though, they have to escape from the giant spider.
Yeah. Ken grabs a piece of wood stuck in the web and flings it over he grabs it and he's like, okay, Davis, you kick this. Well, he doesn't say kick it, but he's like, hit the air conditioner controls with this. And he's like, all right, and he throws it over to him. Davis kicks it over.
Yeah, which was Cody's plan, by the way.
Yeah.
In the dub, they kind of like omit that part for some reason. He's just like looks over, he's like, hey, I think I got something. And you don't really hear what it is. So it's like the air conditioner thing just sort of comes out of nowhere.
Well, if he's like, hey, I got something, and it shows him looking at the air conditioner, then I guess that's just the implication that he's... Yeah.
Like, I remember watching, it's just like, oh yeah, they pick up the wood, and I'm like watching the dub, and I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna kick it to Kugamon. And it's like, no, they just kick it at the air conditioner. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, so the air conditioner blows Tokugamon away, and the web breaks, and they're like, "Oh no, we're gonna fall!" And then Ken catches Cody, but there was a bed underneath them, so they probably would have been fine anyways.
Yeah, it still is quite fall. Like, FFX Vmon just falls down that height and just falls to his knees and de-digivolves.
Yeah, but he doesn't fall in the bed.
Right, he doesn't, does he?
He just lands on the floor.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. That'll break your champion form, alright.
I mean, the Digimon, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it's more so that he was sitting there enduring attacks from Stingmon and Digmon the whole time.
He was getting drilled so hard, man.
Yep. So basically, they're like, yeah, reverse the frequency and play it back. And so they use a
Well, before they do
microphone.
that, they're just like, oh yeah, hey Davis, you know about the moths and the bats? Do you know about the moths and the bats?
Everyone's like, no.
And he's like, yeah, it's like it's weird because like in the dub they portray us as like a folk tale or something. It's like, oh yeah, it's the story of bats. Like, the moths would like confuse the bats, and they'd like, like then they'd turn against her or whatever. It's like this weird, like the dub has a really weird way of handling it, where it's like it's some kind of like folk tale or something. And I'm like, what? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the sub there's like, oh yeah, it's the scientific thing where it's like moths will screw up bats' echolocation.
I was just skipping that because it's not really important.
Yeah. I won't bring it up because I looked into this. It's super true.
I wouldn't, like, a kid's show or not, I wouldn't imagine they would just make up scientific knowledge just to get out of a situation.
I'd believe it. Like, I've seen weirder. Yeah, it's like some moths will actually like shoot out sound waves to like disrupt echolocation. And our ones will like shout waves that let the bats know they're poisonous. And it's like, huh, alright. And it's like, yeah, like, you know what, me, I want to be in, so like, hey, here's the deal, right? And they send the info out there, and it's like, okay, yeah, I'll stay away from that dude. Yeah, nature's crazy. There's effing giant killer hornets, man.
So yeah, they record the flute playing, and they use audio recording software they basically use Audacity to play the frequency backwards, which breaks the mind control, basically.
Yeah, like Yoli and Kari have to work together, use a giant, like, computer mouse. And Yoli's like, oh yeah, like, take this section, like, this section, and, like, saves that into, like, an audio folder, and will, like, inverse and play it on a loop, and Kari's like, what?
Yeah. Like, I understand. Like, I kind of get what she was saying because I've messed around with Audacity before.
Yeah.
But still, that was too much information for me. I was like, what?
Yeah. Keep in mind too, this is like the 90s.
Yeah.
Like, this is a lot.
Yeah, Kari's like, I have no idea how to use this software.
Yeah. So yeah, they just sort of do it, like, reverses the, like, effing flute music and, like, cancels it out. And it's like, oh yeah, the effing insect Digimons, like, they stopped attacking.
They just leave.
Yeah, they just sort of leave. Or it's like, alright, yeah, we're done here.
Alright, Pildrum on time.
Yeah. So, just what's on my mind, I'll, like, ground to this somehow. There's, like, a video I found just recently. And it's like, yeah, apparently there's, like, a way that, like, Japanese bees have to take care of the giant murder hornets.
I've seen it.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you're just, like, 2 degrees, like, higher heat resistance, so they just, like, just swarm over them and just, like, burn them to death. And it's like, oh, jeez. Bees are nuts. Yeah, so effing yeah, they solve the flute thing. And like Arcanemon just like jumps down, and they're just like, oh my god, she must be a Digimon because she has fell like 30 feet and she's fine.
Yeah, and she's like, they're like, oh, you must be. And she's like, oh, what? Not human? Yeah.
Yeah. What really confuses me is that, like, Kin seemed to think she was human, even though she had that weird scene where she, like, made all the data things come off of her.
Yeah, and like they saw her throw her hair out and like turn the Dark Towers into monsters.
Yeah, there's a
What
lot of
human,
hints here.
what human would be able to do that?
See, I think we're on like 29 now. Yeah, we're at the end of like 29. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
these two episodes just blend together so hard.
they're basically the same episode.
Yeah,
So,
basically.
so yeah, she turns into our Kittymon. She's like, "Hey, what's up? I'm an ultimate level Digimon. Let's fight."
Yeah, I had to look this up because I didn't believe Arcanemon was an ultimate. And as looked into it, it's like, nope, she's an ultimate. It's like, okay, fair enough.
She's the queen of spiders, apparently.
Yeah, so apparently she's the evolved form of like Dokugamon, which makes sense.
Yeah,
And she's the prior form of Parasamon.
yeah. I think I looked that up before.
Yeah, apparently Parasamon's like from it's from Digimon Fusion or something as like a freaking tamer. Even though its whole thing is it like relies on the power of other Digimon. Like it's super nutty.
Yeah, I mean it's a parasite, so of course.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, that was a fun read.
yeah,
But yeah, Arcanemon just turns into her true form and it's like it's a Spider Woman. Oh jeez.
and then
It
they start. Then they start fighting.
Yeah. It's like so she gets some hits on like Pyhildramon, but it seems pretty apparent that she's like not the strongest ultimate.
Oh yeah, like she knocks him through like a door or whatever, but Paleodramon gets right back up and doesn't actually seem to care.
Yeah, Pyhildramon's just destroying her the entire fight. And she like runs off. And we have this super goofy section where it's like Emerald's just plans a trap of like bug spray and like pepper shakers
Yeah,
just to like catch her off guard.
yeah, they throw like salt and pepper in her face, and while she's reeling, she runs the other way, and then Digimon is like standing on a can of bug spray, and he blasts her with it. And
Yeah.
uh, she runs in further into the kitchen or wherever it is, where Kari and I think TK
Yeah, yeah.
are waiting there with like.
Effing electrical cables.
Yeah, it's just electrical cables plugged into a wall. I guess they cut it so the end would be electrified, and they just jabber with it.
Like that's the goofiest because like all of this is super goofy, but it's like the fact that it's like this run up and physically just jabber with the like electric cables.
Oh, props to Cody in episode 28 where they're getting surrounded by the Roachmon.
Yeah.
Cody has I didn't quite catch what it was, but he hits one away with like a metal object.
Yeah, and he shouts mid.
Yeah, because he's doing kendo on him.
Yeah. I forget where it was, but it's like just somewhere in like the background, like effing Davis does like a judo throw, like effing Street Fighter style, and like throws a Roachmon like over the edge of the counter.
That's great. I always appreciate the tamers actually fighting.
Yeah. It's like, man, like these kids actually can fight a bit when they have to. It's just really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they basically beat our Kinnymon. And they're just like, okay, well, like,
We're
like,
not gonna kill you, but tell us what your plans are.
and she's like, you don't even understand what the control spires are for. Like, they are my purpose or whatever. And
Oh, no, they're like, why do you want to destroy the digital world? Because it's what I do.
yeah, pretty much.
It's my purpose. Like I exist to destroy. It's
Yeah,
like, okay, how do you turn the Dark Spires to Digimon? You don't understand how they work in the first place, so it wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't do any good to tell you, anyways.
yeah, Kin's like off to the side specifically. It's like, I haven't killed anything in a bit. You want me to do it? I could
Well,
totally do it.
Like we won't. we won't kill her. We can't. We'll put her away or whatever. And Ken is like, look, if you don't want that on your conscience, fine. I'll do it though.
He's like so ready for it.
And I'm 100% on Ken's side because they had her. They right there, ready to win.
Yeah. If they stop this, then yeah, like episode 31 would have happened.
Yeah, just deal with the bad guy immediately. The bad guy who, like, despite all of their, we don't want to kill Digimon or whatever, the Digimon who has said, I exist to destroy things.
Yeah. Like, we know evil beings exist in, like, the Digimon world, like, beings that are just pure evil. This seems like one of them.
Yeah, Arachnimon doesn't benefit anybody by staying alive.
Yeah. Man, I should probably pause. It's like this weird thing where it's like, the dub is Arukenimon, and it's like spelled like that. The sub, it's like spelled Arachnamon, but in the sub...
It's like Archnamon, like Archnamon.
Yeah, but the sub pronounces it like Arukenimon anyways.
Yeah, and that's why I think the dub pronounces it that way, but I think it's supposed to be Archnamon.
Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, so they have Arukemon. They're just like, alright, well, what if we just put her in like a big prison cell? You know, for ultimates.
What if we put her in a big upside down cup?
Let's just drop the cup on her.
But they don't say that, but it's basically like, what if we just keep the spider in a big cup?
Yeah.
And then she's like, you soft idiots.
Oh, man. It's like, to be fair, it's like they had her. Like, they had her.
And then all of a sudden, dude in a blue, I think it's a chauffeur outfit. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looks like the epic, like, obelisk blue coats from, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
Yeah.
An epic wild mummy duelist appears.
Yeah, it's Mummymon.
Yeah.
He transforms into what I think is a pretty cool design, honestly.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like, you know, like, both Arcamon and Mummimon's, like, human forms look pretty cool. But yeah, Mummimon's Digimon form is pretty rad.
That's what I'm saying. I like Mummimon's Digimon form way more than I like his human form.
Yeah. Like, I feel like Arcamon's Digimon design is just sort of like whatever, but nah, Mummimon's on point.
I don't dislike Arcanimon's design.
I feel like, you know, it's kind of, like, weirdly underwhelming, right? Because it's like, she's an ultimate, you know? And I feel like you could do more with it.
So is Mummymon.
Yeah, but Mummymon has a freaking gun.
Yeah, but he's also really simple.
Yeah, but he has a freaking gun and he looks awesome.
Yeah, I like how he looks, but his design is he's a mummy with a gun.
You know, he also has those little, like, hooks coming out of his shoulders and, like, the weird, like, you know, snake eye and stuff.
Oh, yeah, he's got those, like, the mummification hooks.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Well, it fits, because he's a mummy.
Yeah.
I never noticed the hooks.
Man, I always thought, like, Arcamon, like, Mummymon were just both champions for some reason. Like, it not really clicked that they were anything other than that for me. But yeah, like, Mummymon just shows up and he's like, hey, what's up, fuckers? I have a gun.
And he just starts shooting it and laughing.
Yeah.
Like, Mummimon's great. He's having fun.
Like, to be fair, it's a lightning gun, but still.
Yeah.
It's a big, epic, like, assault rifle. Yeah, he just shoots his bandages at everyone and just, like, runs off. They're ultimate. They could have defeated the Digidestined way earlier. Oh, they could have, for sure.
Yeah, they just didn't want... I guess while Ken was doing all the hard work, they didn't want to bother.
Yeah, they're just like, oh yeah, let Ken just handle this, you know, why not?
Which is ridiculous. They should have just shown up and been like, "Oh, hey, the guy who's doing all the hard work for us is having trouble. Let's just end the problem."
I feel like a lot of their, like, failings come down to, like, overconfidence. Because, like, even, right then, it's like, oh yeah, Arcanemon, Mummymon team up. That they could take on Pyhildramon, Like, that probably wouldn't be much of a problem. Like, you have to fight two ultimates at the same time. They could do that.
Yeah. Also, why does Mummymon even disguise himself?
I have no idea. Because you look at the design. So you look at the disguise, and it's like, it's clearly not a person. Yeah, he one-shot him.
Like,
Mummymon one-shotted Pyhildramon. You there?
he did.
Hello?
Hello?
Alright, yeah. You said something I, like, spoke over you when it was hard to make out.
I said he did, didn't he? One shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I mean, for one part, like, the most conspicuous thing you could be in the digital world is a human.
Yeah.
So why are they running around disguised as humans?
The second most conspicuous thing you could be is a human with, like, monster teeth and a yellow eyeball. Like, one. Not two. One.
And it's not like disguising as human makes it easier for Mummymon to get around. Like, he's human shaped already.
Yeah.
And even disguised, he's as weirdly lanky as he is in his Digimon form.
Like, disguised, he looks less mobile because he has the cane.
Yeah, he walks really, like, jumping ahead to the next episode, because nothing else really happens in this one. Like, basically, he takes our Kenimon away to, like, recover, to heal her injuries. And she's, like, sitting in a bathtub at, like, the end of a cliff, and he's, like, walking over to her slowly, like a crippled old man.
Yeah, like, Arcanemon just jumps in the bathtub, like, fully dressed in her, like, human disguise.
Oh, there is a scene where Mummymon is like, "We'll get you back to the hideout, and I'll take care of your body." Ooh, it's like, she's just like, oh, whatever. Like, Mummymon's just being a creep.
Man, I feel like they do come across a little better in, like, the dub, honestly. Because, of course, the dub, like, tones down the creepiness, so there is, like, a weird married couple.
Yeah, I was gonna say, creepiness is intended, obviously, because it's...
Yeah.
Just don't care so much about that kind of humor, so they're just like, yeah, Mummimon's a weird creep.
It's like, oh, man.
Our Kittymon, like, slaps, or, like, throws Mummymon into a dark tower, and he falls off the cliff.
Yeah, she throws him, like, multiple times. There's one point where she, like, throws him into the Jeep, and it's just, like, honking the horn, and she just screams, "Shut up!"
Yeah, but the second time she's thrown into the dark tower and falls into the forest, he's like, the more she abuses me, it doesn't bother me. In fact, I think I like it. So it's like, oh, Mummimon's a masochist.
Yeah. I forget where exactly, it's somewhere in the dub, Mummymon says something like, "Oh, I'm so drawn to her evilness."
It's probably during that scene. Because they can't have Mummymon just be like, "Oh yeah, I love being abused."
He's like, "Oh, that evil is so hot, though." Like, I feel like, I want to say overall Digimon's had, like, a half and half kind of track record for villains, Like, some are just sort of whatever, and others are really good. I feel like I like Mummymon, like, Arcanemon's dynamic a lot.
Yeah, because they're kind of silly.
Yeah, there's, like, these weirdo, like, goofballs who just sort of, like, work off of each other. It's like...
Oh, of course Mummymon turns into Pheromon.
Of course he does.
I was just curious.
Right, yeah, because Pheromon is a mega.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Of course it would work out like that.
Yeah, Mummymon doesn't have any prior forms listed for some reason.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what would be like. I guess like any undead Digimon would work, but it's like what even are some undead champion levels? Like Valmon maybe?
Who?
Valmon?
Vilemon?
Yeah, you know Valmon, those weird bat things is I think it's undead.
Let me look at it. I don't think I know what Digimon you're talking about. Oh, one of those horrible things.
Yeah, one of the things that's like effing like well like Piedmon just threw with the Digidestined.
Let's see. No, its type is listed as Mini Devil and Evil.
Okay. Oh, undead's
me-
a specific type, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait, what am I thinking? Bakuman, of course.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see.
Yeah, because Bakuman probably evolves into Phantomon, but it's like, at least he is a ghost. So, I don't know, it's not unreasonable, I think.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, Mummymon, undead, or ghost type in English.
Okay, alright. Makes sense.
Bakuman is just listed as ghost. It doesn't distinguish between English and Japanese, so there might also be a ghost type.
Wait, so is there ghost and undead as like separate things?
Seemingly.
Because, I don't know, like undead or ghost type seems to imply it's like a translation thing.
Let's see, let's go back to Bakuman.
Ah.
Pumpkinmon. Pumpkinmon's ultimate. Type puppet. Nah.
Yeah, Pumpkinmon's not gonna help us now. Pumpkinmon's the least helpful thing ever right now.
Undead Digimon.
Yeah, like Arcamon's just sort of sitting in the bathtub, just sort of like, thinking about all the times the Digidestin like hurt her and stuff, and she's like, dang, I'll get those kids.
Alright, so there's like a list of like 5 at the top. They're trending or whatever, so they're the most searched, I guess.
Oh, interesting.
Myotismon, Matadormon, Breakdramon, Dracmon, and Dexterugamon.
Okay, I understood like 2 of those things, I think. Huh. Alright, sure. I guess we'll learn what Breakdramon's about later on then.
Maybe. Let's find out. Oh,
Yeah.
is that? Oh, that's it's like a crazy drill. Hold on. You can get one in Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth.
Oh man.
I thought the name sounded familiar.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna mention this right now. When we get to like Series 5, that's gonna be a friggin' trip. Cause like we're going to get to a point where it's like we have no nostalgia for like what's going on. We're just gonna be constantly seeing crap that we don't even understand.
When we get to what again?
Like Series 5.
Not Frontier.
Yeah, I think that's like
Crossword?
it's Cyber Sleuth the game. It's the crap
Savers? Or Data Squad?
Right, Data Squad. Yeah, that was it. I knew what it was, I just didn't remember the name.
Okay. In Japan, it's called Savers.
Yeah, I just know they're like cops or something, so I was like, okay, yeah, it has to be something cop, right?
Yeah.
I think Digimon Police Force, let's go. Digimon SPD.
Yeah. So, by the way, if you want to take a look at it, I posted a link to Breakdramon.
Okay, that's pretty nuts.
Yeah, it's like a piece of construction equipment fused with like a dragon.
Alright, that's pretty cool. You're literally fighting the effing, like, excavator. Oh,
yeah,
man.
I think I had one of those on my team at some point.
Oh, it's so cool, though. Yeah,
Yes.
so...
we're all over the place in this last episode. We've jumped ahead quite a bit, actually.
Honestly, it's fine, because there's not that much to really say about these episodes themselves, I think. Because it's like, two of them just sort of blend together, and like, episode 30 is just sort of like, half of it's just sort of dead air, it feels like. Which isn't like, too out of the ordinary for like Digimon 2, but still.
Yeah, Ken and Cody were getting along really well in the previous episode, and all of a sudden they're cold to each other again in this one.
Yeah.
And
so I want to point out something real quick. I don't know if, like, the directors from, like, the effing, like, I don't know if, like, the directors of, like, the movies or whatever, like, came back or whatever. But for some reason, it's like, episode 30 looks, like, way better than the last two.
Yeah, I thought so. Well, even in the last two episodes, I thought they looked graphically different.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was really noticeable, but I wasn't quite sure why.
Yeah, like, 30 specifically looks like really... Like, there are shots that look like they came out of, like, Hurricane Touchdown, right? Like... the effing, like, O2 movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He becomes Slayer Dramon. Alright, Breaktron DA digivolves with XVmon to become Slayer Dramon.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I don't remember what Slayer Dramon either. By the way, he hasn't... If you've played Cyber Sleuth, he hasn't gotten to the end of it yet, so...
Yeah.
Slayer Dramon.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Cyber Sleuth is kind of, like, on hiatus right now because of the coronavirus. Much like all art.
Yeah. By the way, yeah, I've seen Slayer Dramon. I've had it before. It's, pretty cool.
Right?
It's not actually a spoiler of any kind, I don't...
Man.
Thanks. Here he is.
It's gonna be interesting when we get to, like, series, like, like 5, 6, and 7 or more of the crap. And it's like, okay, the crap is this nonsense.
Yeah. Well,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. From what I've heard about Cross Wars, it's a lot more like a mecha because of how Shoutmon evolves, and not really feeling it.
Interesting.
I mean, yeah, like one of my friends is constantly like, oh yeah, Cross Wars is great. Don't watch the English version of it, or no, they're talking about Savers. But I think they like Cross Wars also. But yeah, they're really into the mech aspect of it or whatever.
Yeah, like that sounds really weird, but at the same time, like, there's been weirder,
Yeah, Shoutmon like fuses with the other Digimon partners to become like bigger, stronger forms or whatever.
Yeah, does he become like effing like Omni Shoutmon Infinite X7 or some crap at the end? And he, like
the thing where he fuses with literally every Digimon, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, alright. Like, they're literally, like, orbiting him like a freaking, like, planet. He just becomes Gurren Lagann.
Apparently there's a Beelzemon in Cross Wars, and I don't like his design.
Yeah. Jesus, is X-Cross Wars the ones with, like, the Appmon or whatever, or is that something else, where it's, like, the Digimon, like, phone apps? Because after hearing that, I was like, okay, that sounds terrible.
Appmon is its own series. What the heck? That's not... I guess that's Beelzemon disguised?
Wait, what? Alright, sure. Yeah, that's... What the heck? Why does he look like the effing, like...
Why does he look like Wizardmon?
Yeah, why does he look like the effing, like, guy who gives you the cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories?
Oh my god, he does!
Effing, like, Simon or whatever his name is.
I think that's it.
Like, that's literally it, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why it posted that. This is what I thought would pop up as the thumbnail, if it pops up.
But he also has the reincarnation of Reapmon is an aloof warrior possessing terrifying destructive power. What the crap?
Upload failed. Okay. I probably wouldn't read too much about those stuff. It's probably spoilers.
Yeah, probably.
Pokemon aspect of the tamers catch Digimon as opposed to other seasons where each tamer only has one. I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason I didn't like Digimon World 3 is that it felt like it was trying to ape Pokemon.
Man, I still need to do like a solo Digimon run of like World 3 at some point. 'Cause like that'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Oh, apparently that's a picture of Reapmon, not Beelzemon. So I don't know why it posted.
That's super weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, like I had like a solo Digimon run where it's like, oh yes, I have like the one partner. I just make it work to see how it goes. Cause it's like you can get all the DA Digivolve forms and stuff with just one thing. Yeah, with only. Sorry, what?
I'm just trying to get it. I'm just trying to find a link that'll show the Cross Wars version of Beelzemon.
Big Digimon through with one Digimon is more efficient than training all three. I've actually weirdly heard that before, and that kind of does make sense, I think. Because it's like, yeah, if you just have the one, then you get the like utility from their forms anyways. And it's like, you know, like, sure, you don't have, like, more health, but, like, you have more stats. And then you can actually, like, reach these higher, like, super mega forms and stuff, right? And, it'd be interesting, I think. Just sort of, like, you're still trying to find off in the background.
Yeah.
I think I have seen the version of Beelzemon you're talking about.
He's mostly gray.
Yeah, does he have like white on his design or something?
A little bit. He's like gray with little bits of white, and he's got like an arm cannon.
Yeah, I think I saw this at some point.
And he looks lame compared to regular Beelzemon.
Yeah, like, regular Beelzemon's design is such a winner. Like, he looks so good, though. Like, you don't need to change it. You know, he already looks great.
Hold on. Maybe this will work. There it is.
Okay, yeah, you found it? Okay, yeah, he's like a weird knight. Alright, yeah. I don't like that at all.
It's like, what happened to Fallen Angel Biker Man? That's so much cooler than whatever this is.
Yeah, he has like the weird square gun on the off arm. It's like, yeah, nah, it's not working for me.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. I use the restroom.
Right. So how do you feel about giant killer hornets, right? Because boy, they're out there. Boy, that's a problem. Man, think things weren't bad enough already. Giant killer bees outside. This really is the darkest timeline, isn't it? Yeah. Just, maybe if we're lucky, the corona will kill the giant killer bees and it'll, like, take itself out, you know? Maybe that's how this all comes together. Maybe that's, like, maybe the bees will save us, you know? Who knows? Well, I don't know. Maybe the corona will save us from the bees, I guess. I guess that'd be how that'd work out in that situation. We need more corona and we need to pump it into these bees. They kill honeybees and bees pollinate plants, allowing humans to eat fruit. I don't need no fruit. Just kill the mother effers. Just the idea of like, oh yes, things destroying all the plants and the planet. It's like, I don't need no plants. just take a flamethrower to the bees. It's like, yeah, like, let the rainforest die. Oh, man. Just... Yeah, that's still so friggin'... It's like the bees just burn the wasps to death. Oh, man. But yeah, yo, look, he's gone. We can talk about anything now. We can talk about bees all we want. He can't stop us. It's like, yeah, just slowly donning the epic, like, headband with the little, like, bee antennas coming off of it. It's like, it's finally time. The world must know the truth. They must know the secret meaning behind the Bee movie. No, everyone thought it was just a comedy, but no, I understand. Yeah, I feel like Koi Syndicate was that ultimate anti-hero of a 20-minute run. Was sought that ultimate anti-hero of a 20-minute runtime. Otherwise, Blackboard Gron would have destroyed the Digidestin in 2 minutes instead of 20. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably true, actually. Like, they have a fight literally to pad out the episode so Blackboard Greymon don't just destroy everyone. And it kinda sucks that, like, yo, this wasn't, like, part of some bigger thing or whatever, right? Because, like, you can have, like, yo, like, a way for this to go down that makes everyone seem more competent, right? Like, you can be like, oh, hey, yo, I pick up something on, like, the Digivice, yo, and he's like, oh, I need to, like, go off on my own to investigate this crap. And then, when the R's call me, he's like, oh, it takes a while to get back. Yeah, it's going on.
Hey, I'm back.
Right, so Cody and Kid are just fighting.
Not really, they're just kind of ignoring each other.
Yeah, they're sort of, like, distant. Wait,
Which
right,
is
first... Weird. Yeah, first Dance is the weird thing where he's like, oh yeah, I'll go with you, Kyrie, and she's like, you don't need to. And he's like, oh, dang it, I've been rejected. And, like, everyone kind of makes fun of him.
Yeah, it's like, Davis is like, I've been rejected, and the viewer's like, what else is new?
Yeah. Did you think this was leading to anything? No, of course not. There's, like, if Davisar gets with Kyrie, I'll be amazed. Sorry, Kari, not Kyrie.
Yep.
Cause, like, there's no way that'd work out now. It's been too long. Like, we've done the bit. Like, it's anti-canon at this point. Oh, man. But it's like, yeah, Lee just sort of, like, shows up and he's like, all embarrassed and crap, and she's like, nah, come on, I need your help with something. And, yeah, I'm surprised we don't really get more of these little scenes with, like, like, each of these kind of tamers having, like, little, like, one moment, right? Because they're always, like, in the group, aren't they?
Sorry, what?
I'm kind of surprised we don't get more scenes where it's, like, like, two of the tamers just, like, go off somewhere and have, like, a little one moment, right?
Yeah, usually they're all together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, I'm sort of remembering back to, like, Adventure 1, where it's like that was happening, like, constantly, right? I feel like the characters were, like, way stronger because of it.
Yeah. There is a weird moment, I guess, where, Davis calls in the sub, he says, Miyako-san. Like, he uses the honorific honor name, and she's like, what's up with that? That's weird.
Yeah.
And I guess I never noticed it if they don't usually do that.
Yeah, that's most things that it's like, as an English speaker, I'm not really gonna, like, notice that.
Yeah, well, it's just, well, I only really notice it because she points it out.
Yeah.
Yoli goes, "What's up with that?" And Davis gets all embarrassed, like, "Oh, nothing."
Yeah. Do you ship Yoli and Davis?
I don't ship any of them.
But would you?
Nah, not really.
Alright, fair enough.
It's not something I really think about.
You're not, like, obsessing over, like, which of these kids is going to bone in the future?
No, I can't say I do.
Alright.
They're like middle schoolers.
That makes you better than 80% of anime fans. Okay, let's do this. So
Yeah, Davis is like, all right, I got a plan to get Cody and Ken to, like, maybe talk to each other or whatever. And he steps out from the rock. He's like, "Hey guys, Flamedramon couldn't take down that dark tower by himself." And Vmon gets all offended, like, "What? I could totally take that out by myself."
It's like nah, he can't do it.
Yeah, Yoli, like, drags him behind the rock, and she's like, "Shut up, we're doing something here."
We're doing a bit, dang it.
Yeah, and then Vmon steps out from behind the rock again. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I totally couldn't get it." And then Davis and him, like, laugh awkwardly, like, in the same way.
So this what's on my mind. You'll hear the worst ship ever.
What?
Deku X All Might.
Ugh, stupid.
It's so bad. I hate it so much. But yeah, so, like, they sort of send their Digimons, just like, they blow up the tower easily, and can, like, with this little moment where it's like, our Dilmon and Worm are just sort of celebrating, and it's like, that's adorable.
Yeah, well, all the Digimon like each other. They don't really have a reason to dislike each other.
And, like, Ken and Cody are just sitting there. It's like, oh yeah, I think Flamedramon could have taken that out just fine. Why are you playing it, Davis?
Yeah, both Cody and Ken are like, Flamedramon could have took that easy. What are you up to?
Yeah. So it's like, then that we learn that, like, Flamedramon has been slowly losing his powers. Nah, not really. Yeah, it's like, it's a trick by Davis, of course.
Yeah.
And it just makes things worse because, of course, it does. You're trying to force them together like this.
Yeah, Ken is like, "Okay, I'm sorry I'm getting in the way of your teamwork. I'm just gonna go." And then he goes.
Yeah, he goes off to sulk. And, like, everyone's just sort of sitting around drinking sodas. And Davis is like...
It's not just the sulk. He goes off like that, but he is off destroying towers.
Yeah. And, like, they're all drinking sodas, and Davis is like, "Oh yeah, Ken needs to grow up a little."
And literally everybody, like, does a spit take.
Yeah. Like, he's not wrong.
Yeah, well, that's why. It's like, them hearing Davis say anybody needs to grow up is, like, the most shocking thing they could hear.
Like, their minds are freaking blown, man.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden you hear a Jeep rolling up in the distance.
So the way this plays out is super weird. Because, like, our Keimon and Maimon have their goofy little Jeep, and they drive out to where the control spires are. And, like, I remember seeing this episode as a kid. I don't remember much of it, but I do remember this speech where it's like, our Keimon's like, "Oh yeah, when I used one control spire, I made this, and 10 towers made this thing, so what if I use 100 control towers?"
Yeah. And she's getting, like, a massage from Mummymon.
Yeah. And they drive out to the location, and
Mummymon's like, if she has to revive 100 dark towers, it means she'll have to use 100 of her hairs. And our Kittymon just, like, looks at her and is like, "What are you thinking?"
Yeah.
Like, and that's when she, like, throws him into the woods.
Oh man. But yeah, they go out there and then it's like, our Kmon just floats in the air and shoots the hair out, and then we cut to the kids and they're drinking soda, and they look over and they see our Kmon approaching in the Jeep, and she's like, "Oh hey, you're so screwed, haha, bye."
And then she throws more hairs.
Does she? Or did it just take a while for him to like...
No, because it shows her, she throws more hairs into more towers.
Because, like, she drives off. I think we do see her throw some hairs as she drives off or whatever. But it's like, we see the towers just floating and, like, forming as she's driving off. Are these from the hairs before?
I see that was confusing.
Yeah.
When she threw extra hairs, I was like, wait, what is she doing? She already did this.
Yeah, it's so weirdly shot. It's like...
Okay, so before they get into the Jeep to go confront the children, she does, like, jump into the air and, like, fires off a bunch of hair needles into towers nearby. And then the scene just kind of cuts.
Yeah, like... The only sense I really make is that it's like she shoots the hairs out and they're, like, delayed for some reason. But, like, why would they be, you know?
I don't know, maybe she just wanted dramatic effect for when she got there. And she just needed to... Maybe she just needed to throw some hairs at the last few and then triggered them all.
I don't know. It's a very weird, like, sequence of events. Point is, the entire mountain full of control spires just starts to, like, converge. And you see the dust of them just, like, gathered together as, like, literally everyone digivolves. It just forms together into, like, a shape. And that shape... Well, it looks like Devimon for, like, a second, it feels like, before, like,
so Kari and TK are flying towards the mountain to, like, get ready to confront whatever shows up. And it's, like, a big, vaguely, dragon-shaped shadow appears from the towers and, like, swats them away.
Yeah, and then it, like, condenses down into the real form. And you just see, like, TK and Kari are like, "Oh no, Blackmore Greymon," and they pass out.
Yeah, which... I thought it was weird that they weren't like, what is that? It's a Black War Greymon, and instead they're like, it's Black War Greymon, like they knew what it was.
Yeah.
But I guess that, like, by Digimon naming conventions, they were able to come up with the name pretty easily.
You want TK and Kari ride their Digimon, didn't they? Oh, why did they? Okay, yeah. I don't know. They sort of always do it.
Yeah, they just always, they just do that.
Yeah, I guess it's so that they can get that, like, then be, like, mounted Pegasus troops and shoot the bows, but they don't have those, so that analogy doesn't work.
It's so they can be closer to their Digimon.
You just look over as, like, TK's just riding Pegasus Mines, just tugging him the entire way, and he's like, friendship!
Pegasus Mines like, this is weird, man.
Yeah. He's like, please stop doing this. It's like, no, I need to friend harder.
So yeah, Blackwood Greymon forms up on the mountain, and our Kiddymon is like, alright, take him down. And so he starts to take them down.
I will point out that it's like when Blackmore Greymon shows up in the sub, he's just effing screaming. Yeah,
he doesn't say anything. He just starts roaring and yelling and screaming.
It's kind of great.
Yeah.
I mean, of course TK and Kari pass out, so they can't be like, oh yeah, this is a mega, watch out, guys.
Yeah, but they learn pretty quickly that they're absolutely no match for it.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have to have that moment.
Yeah, so the kids who are left are like, okay, we gotta start mailing, we gotta mail Ken, we need the fusion, or we don't stand a chance. And then Ken gets the mail, and he's like, oh, whatever, I'm just not gonna bother getting in your way or whatever.
Yeah,
and
it's so
like,
dumb.
right. Yeah, Yoli's like, all right, I'll go get him myself then.
Yeah, Yoli just shows up, just like bitch slaps him, and she's like, "Hey, get it together, man.
We're
Come
done.
on."
We're getting the crap kicked out of us over here.
Yeah, we need you, damn it. So it's
So they
like,
show up, and so they finally get there and fuse into Paildramon.
yeah.
Uh,
I want to
and
point out real quick before I get like deeper into this. I really
yeah,
like Black War Greymon's design.
yeah,
Yeah, I think it's like stronger than like War Greymon's, honestly. Cause it's like, like you hide that weird sumo butt thing he has, and you have like, the like highlights stick out more, and just looks really cool with like the silver and the yellows and stuff.
yeah. It does look really cool,
Yeah. Also, proud he doesn't have the crest of courage on his wings.
which is fitting.
Yeah. Yeah, nice touch there.
Yeah. So they fuse. By the way, did you notice it watching this time when they fuse? Like the drum beat matches up.
Oh
With the
yeah, I've like been watching that a lot.
Okay.
Because I looked that up and I was like, oh yeah, this is great.
Yeah. So they fuse to Paildramon and start fighting, and they still don't stand a chance.
Yeah. Like they start shooting Desperado Blaster at him and it does nothing. And Blackmore just wipes him out in one go. And like Arcamon's like, alright, awesome, now, come on, let's destroy the digital world together. And Blackmore like, nah, why would I listen to you? Also, you seem pretty weak, so I don't there's no use fighting you either. You're just nothing.
Yeah, yeah. Blackwork for first with Dark Tower Digimon. Yeah, Blackwork Greymon is like, I don't take orders from you. You guys are weak, also. I'm gonna go find something strong to fight.
Yeah, and he just sort of flies off. And it's like, alright, well, villain established.
Yeah. Also, interesting thought. Megas were the only things that could break out of the dark ring control.
No, it was Ultimates.
Ultimate and higher, right?
Yeah.
Still, the point being, like, the stronger the form of the Digimon, like, it seems like they can establish sentience of their own.
Yeah, the stronger you are, the more you can, like, break free of, like, control effects, basically.
Yeah, but what I mean is, like, Black War Greymon being able to talk pretty much just makes him a regular Digimon.
Like, yeah, pretty much. Because he's clearly sentient.
Yeah, he's sentient. Like, he has his own thoughts and desires, and, like, he's intelligent. He's basically a Digimon.
Yeah. Like, he exists to fight, but it's like, yeah, like... Yeah, there's not really much of a difference between him and, like, effing, like, I don't know, like, Devimon or Ogremon. Like, alright, he's a lot stronger, but yeah, you get my meaning,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes, that'll we have to start out the episode, really, that, like, Black War Greymon's really cool and he does the thing.
Black War Greymon, we didn't mention how he defeats the kids. He just releases a bunch of energy.
Yeah, like you see him just standing there, just glowing with evil.
Yeah, his eyes glow, and Kari sees it, and she's like, "We gotta run! We gotta get out of here!" And Black War Greymon just Vegeta self-destruct bursts the area, and everybody's knocked out.
Yeah, except he's still alive afterwards.
Yeah, and then that leads to him telling off our Kinnymon is like, I don't follow your orders. Also, our Kinnymon like passes out.
Yeah, I assume Black Wargron didn't do it earlier because he wanted to like fight them hand to hand, because like he's clearly in no danger at all. He's just doing this for himself at this point.
Yeah, if he's looking for a strong opponent, then that wouldn't be any fun.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I've gotta, like, save my strongest move for last, So, like,
No.
also, I'll, like, point out something from last episode that I think for, like, the last episodes that we forgot to really mention. Is
What's
that
that?
there's, like, a moment where, like, Angemon just, like, very subtly mentions, like, oh yeah, like, my power is only effective on Dark Digimon.
Uh, when does that?
Like, in the last few episodes, before these three.
Right.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
forgot to bring it up.
I kind of remember that. That's stupid.
Well, he's an angel.
Okay, but it's still stupid. It's still like light beams and energy and whatnot. Like, screw
Yeah,
that.
like, he can fight, he's just most effective against, like, Darkness Digimon.
Sure, but Andrew, the implication he gives is like, I can only fight Dark Digimon.
Is he's fighting an ultimate.
It's like, shut up, Angemon.
But yeah, this means, like, if we had Magnangemon or Angewomon, then, like, yeah, this problem might be over. He says powers are effective in his real Digimon or Digimon with a soul? Did he? I don't remember him saying it like that.
Yeah, I don't think his words. Like, if you could find a screenshot of that sub, then cool. But I don't think he says that.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, I can't, like, fight this nature Digimon. My power is only effective against dark types or something. And it was like, oh yeah, like, they're actually mentioning attributes. And it's like, alright. But yeah, like, that was always kind of, like, the thing, I guess. Because, like, I guess that's why, like, Magnangemon's, like, so strong against, like, Piedmon and stuff. Because, like, it's dark types, and this is, like, the actual confirmation. Yeah, so Magnangemon might be able to, like, solve the problem here.
No.
Nah. That'd be worth a shot.
He's just an ultimate.
Yeah, but it's worth a shot, yeah. Andron mostly fights the old Dark Digimon.
Sure, but isn't Piledramon also, like, ultimate equivalent?
Yup.
So, yeah, and he didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, but he's not an angel. Like, I'd completely buy that, like, Angel Digimon are just, like, stronger against, like, darkness, basically. They just have that, like, type advantage going on, right? Because there's that moment where it's like Andron shows up to fight Myosmon, and he kind of does it for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, episode 28... Alright, so I guess final thoughts, I guess?
Not really.
Yeah, like, Giga's House episodes, I feel like those were just, like, a fun distraction. It's like, I feel like the Giga's House was pretty necessary overall. Because we had just, like, a fun, smaller adventure, like, like, cement Kin's place in the group and all that, right?
Yeah, well, it also introduces our Kinnymon and Mummymon.
Yeah, and it's, like, the big payoff to that all. So it's like, I feel like those episodes are solid. It's really stupid that, like, Kin and Cody are, like, like, fighting, and that's why they're, like, Kin's an idiot or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, Blackboard Raymon's great.
Yeah. I did want to ask, as excited as I am to get to Tamers, should we watch Try after this series?
We should probably put it off, I think.
Well, the thing is that Try is a continuation of O2.
Yeah.
Well, a continuation of 1 and 0, too.
You know what, actually, now you mention it, it's like, Try is, like, says, like, a series of movies, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd be short. It's,
Yeah, so it's like, what would that be? It's like 6 weeks, basically, for, like, all 6 parts, I think there are.
I haven't heard anything specific, so I'd be pretty much going in blind. I've heard people don't like it very much.
Yeah, I saw a bit of it. I remember the animation being really good.
Oh, there's like 6 episodes?
Yeah, because it's like there's 6, like, like, films that have, like, make up, and each one's like an hour or something.
1 through 4, 5 through 8. 9 through 13. This is a series of 26. Okay.
Yeah, they do that thing where it's like, oh, it's like, a series of like movies that they then like cut into like TV episodes.
Okay, yeah, we could. So
Yeah,
instead of
yeah, screw it.
instead of doing 3 episodes, we could watch a part per week.
Yeah, that'd be like that. That's like a month and a half. Yeah, that's totally doable. Yeah, screw it. Why not?
Yeah, that's like six. That's like 6 parts, and each part is like 3 to 4 episodes. So yeah,
Yeah. Well, I feel like that'd like work out. 6 movies
yeah,
born released on launch, released with 4 episodes per each movie. Okay, yeah, that was what I was kind of expecting.
yeah. So we could do that.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay, and but then there's also Last Evolution, which is its own movie. And from what I understand, is also a continuation of that story. I don't know.
All right, so wait, we're getting on this train. Should we like?
Well, I mean, like we'd be watching all of the everything related to this story, this self-contained story.
Because here's what I'm just realizing. Because there's like the O2 movie, like there's Hurricane Touchdown, and then there's the one after that. I don't know if you've seen that before or not.
Probably not.
Yeah, there's the one where it's like, oh yeah, the return of Diaboromon. So like, here's what I'm thinking. So it's like, should we get through two and we like watch that because it's the next in chronological order of this timeline, and then we go into the Tri movies, right?
I don't know. I guess it depends on if it actually factors into anything.
I don't think it does, but it does introduce like Paihildramon Paladin mode.
Okay, plot. Sorry, this is for Last Evolution. Filmed 5 years after Digimon Adventure Tri, so this is a continuation of that story.
Diaboron Strikes Back takes place after O2. Yeah. I think it's sort of like the finale of like O2 overall, isn't it? Because I think it's the last like O2 thing that really happens.
I'm not sure. If you've seen that, is it worth watching as like as a part of 02?
I don't remember it super well because like I remember like seeing the dub, but I do remember the animation was really good. So like I feel like it'd be worth it.
Okay, let's talk to the guy in the chat.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Who seems to might actually know, have a clear memory of this kind of thing.
Yeah, because it's like unless we want to like do as like an April Fool's joke again.
I'm not waiting like a full.
Yeah. Yes, it's worth it. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
All right, it might take us a little bit to get the Tamers, which is unfortunate, but it would be nice to wrap up.
Yeah, it's only 45 minutes long. Yeah, we could do like a week of that. That'd be fine.
yeah, we'd do the whole movie as one thing.
Yeah.
That's fine. It'd take us longer to get to Tamers than I would like, but I put us on this path to begin with, so.
Yeah. Because, like, yeah, this kind of does make sense, doesn't it? To, like, go from, like, the next thing, like, the timeline, then, like, da-da-da.
Yeah, because Tamers isn't tied to 1 or 02.
Yeah, except for that one weird game where, like, effing Ryuji or whatever his name is, like, has a thing with Kin.
Huh?
Yeah, there's apparently, like, an Ocean Swans game or something where it's, like, one of the Tamers people. It's, like, the one with Cyberdramon. His, like, an adventure with Kin fighting Millenniumon or something.
Oh, and Rio's in it?
Yeah, Rio. It's, like, the story of, like, how Stingmon evolves.
Oh, that's... I'm not gonna count as tying into the canon. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't count that either, honestly.
Yeah, like Rio is in Tamers, but I feel like he's more of just a cameo for people who played those games.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess it's Selvin. We'll just like, we'll go down the timeline.
Yeah, and then we get to Tamers.
Yeah. We'll eventually get there. It's gonna be super worth it.
I really like it. I hope you do. So it just works.
Like, I remember seeing a little bit of it as a kid. I remember thinking it was, like, super good. Because I remember, like, bits of the finale and stuff. I remember, like, the animation being really good and stuff like that. And, just... I remember thinking it's like, oh yeah, this is the awesome, like, like, adult Digimon series I always wanted. But it's like, I was never able to, like, catch it on enough.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you've watched the reboot yet, but should we do something with that? That series is on hiatus.
Yeah, like,
I
don't know, would this be like a good time to just catch up with the reboot and do an episode? Because, like, Blackboard Greymon just got introduced, and I feel like, this is a good stopping point for a bit. For, like, an episode.
I mean, if you want, I really like it. If you just wanted to watch it on your own, then that would be fine too.
Yeah. Well, I could just watch it. I really want to watch it on my own anyways, honestly. But it's like, if I'm doing it, we might as well, like, give our thoughts or whatever.
Digimon Tamers is considered one of the best seasons. I know.
Yeah, right now there's only 3 episodes of the reboot. Yeah. I should really just, like, watch the reboot and we'll, like... I don't know, I'll see how I feel about it. Because, like, I'm sure I'll like it. But I'm not sure if it'll be, like, like, if they're really... Well, yeah, screw it. Let's just do a week of it.
It's cool. I think it's worth talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, screw it. Let's go for it. So, yeah, like, any final thoughts or whatever, I guess?
No, not really.
Yeah, so we're just gonna, like, go through the timeline, do the movies, just sort of, like, go through that, and, like, yeah, we'll see where that leads.
We'll take a quick break from 02 to watch the 3 episodes of, You know what? That's what we could do. While we're going through the other series, every 3 episodes air of, the reboot, we could watch the 3 and, pause to do the 3 new episodes.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, since the reboot will be coming out 1 week at a time when it's off hiatus, so...
Yeah. Okay, I get behind that. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so when we've got 3 episodes put together, we can watch all 3.
Yeah.
And... Okay.
So we'll make 02 go a bit longer, but at the same time it's 02, so that seems pretty worth it.
It's also more Digimon in general, so...
Yeah. Like, it'll be nice to have, like, a break from just all of this.
Yeah, the animation quality might make it kind of a bummer to go back to the older series, though.
I feel like that's kind of what people want at this point. Because it's like... I like, the general impression I get is that, like, 02 is the series people kind of care about the least.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like, the more we could just, like, just whitewash ours. That's not the right term. I should, yeah.
You mean cleanse our palate?
Yeah, the more it can, like, cleanse our palates. Because I was thinking in terms of, like, pain, and that's, boy, is that different connotation.
Yeah, whitewashed the wrong term. Yeah, what I'm saying is, like, after you see the animation of the reboot, you're gonna just watch the animation of 02 and be like, man.
Yeah. Alright, screw it, let's do it.
Alrighty.
Let's whitewash ourselves to 02.
Oh, God. Doesn't really work considering we're already white.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Well, they don't know that.
They do now.
Lucky could be anyone. Like,
dude, there's no way I don't sound like the whitest guy ever.
You don't know what's behind that mask. He could be your neighbor down the street. You don't know. Could be that guy that's stealing your mail. Wait, what?
Nobody's stealing my mail, as far as I know.
No, you'd be stealing their mail.
Oh. No, because that's a federal offense.
Yeah. Should we call it a day?
Yeah.
Alright, later.
Later.